Hi, it's Bill. I'm the salty old Marine. Hey, I've been throwing around some acronyms recently, and I thought maybe I should explain one or two of them. So in this video, we're going to talk about something called an HLR, or a higher level review. So what is an HLR? Basically, when you have a claim adjudicated by the VA, and they give you a rating, or they deny your claim, if you don't think that's accurate, and you think you deserve a rating or a higher rating than the one you got, you can request a higher level review. That's one of several types of request that you can make after a claim has been denied or after you've received a claim and you think it should be for a higher rating. But an HLR is one of the more simple claims that you can file. And you can only file it once per claim. So if you have a claim, and in my case, PTSD, I got rated 50%, and I think it should have been 70%. I think it met the standards for that. So the way to respond to that is to request a higher level review. So I'm going to read to you exactly what a higher level review, or an HLR, is. Pardon me, I have to read this off my phone, make sure I get it accurate. I'm going to use my bifocals. So here we go. A VA higher level review, an HLR, is a request for a senior VA reviewer to reevaluate a claim decision. Veterans can request an HLR if they disagree with the VA's decision on their disability claim or their initial claim. When can I request an HLR? Within 1 year of the date on the decision letter. So you read your decision letter, it's got a date on it. You've got 1 year to file your HLR. If you believe the decision contains an obvious error in law or fact. Now, this is important. Of the various types of appeal that you can make on a claim, an HLR does not allow you to add any new evidence. So you cannot say, oh, I forgot to tell you, blah, blah, blah. That's not for this type of appeal. An HLR is strictly looking at what's already been submitted. So you have to believe that your claim deserved a rating or deserved a higher rating than the one that you got. And you've got to believe that the evidence you've introduced already supports that. No new evidence. Everybody clear on that? HLR, no new evidence. It's just a review. How do you request an HLR? It's VA Form 20-0996. I'm going to put a link in the description of the video. So you can download the form, fill it out, you can mail it in. You can also fill it out through the VA portal. You can do it online. So you don't have to actually fill the form out personally. You can just do it, on the web and take care of it that way. Either way. You can also dial 988 and select 1. And there's a TTY number you can use if you're using the, the typewriter thing if you're deaf. Again, the link is in the description. So what happens? The reviewer re-examines and re-adjudicates the claim without deference to the prior decision. Without deference. So what that means is it's fresh eyes. In other words, the reviewer is not going to say, well, the rater gave you 50%, so I'm already kind of leaning towards 50%. The reviewer is going to look at it with fresh eyes and say, I think you fit in this category. Now, keep this in mind. You could have a lower rating as a result of an HLR. You could have your rating taken away. However, for that to happen, there would have to be a glaring mistake that the original rater gave you a rating that you were absolutely not entitled to. The chances are, in my opinion, and I'm not a lawyer, the chances are that didn't happen. So I believe that filing an HLR is relatively safe. You're not going to lose your rating, in my opinion. Again, opinion. I'm not an attorney. Okay. The reviewer focuses solely on the original documents. Again, as I mentioned, no new evidence, original documents only. If an error is found, the review is closed and a new claim is opened to gather any missing evidence. That's if an error is found. However, the HLR can also decide that you were entitled to a higher compensation rate. That's the point here. I'm going to try and point out all the ways in which I met 70% instead of 50% that are in the record that they reviewed. I should also say that if a reviewer finds what's called a clear and unmistakable error, sometimes called a Q, it entitles them to backdate your higher rating to the date of your original claim, meaning you're going to get some back pay in addition to having a new higher rating. Does that make sense? But that's not up for you to decide. That's up for the reviewer to decide. So if they find a Q, a clear, unmistakable error, then they'll backdate the higher rating, assuming that you get a higher rating. So that is what an HLR is, higher level review. I hope you found that helpful. It might be of use to you as you go through the VA claims process in the future, now or in the future. Again, I'm Bill. I am the salty old Marine. Please like, share, subscribe, let your friends know, leave a comment, all that good stuff, because this is how we get the word out, right? And as always, have a great day.